Have you ever wondered if a beautiful beach could hide dark and terrifying secrets? Today we are taking you to Chandy Beach in Goa, a place where real stories of ghost ships, ancient curses, and mysterious deaths are whispered. Number 1. The history of Chandy Beach. Chandy Beach is one of the Goa's well-known coastlines, but not for the natural beauty. It's infamous for the dark and mysterious past. In the 1950s, a ship named Jinora departed from the port of Mumbai, destined for Oman. Along with minerals, the ship carried valuable jewels. However, as it neared Chandy Beach, radio connect was abruptly lost. From the point onward, no one ever saw the ship or its crew again. Strange reports. A few months after the ship's disappearance, local fishermen claimed to have seen a shadowy, fog-covered ship on certain nights. But whenever they approached it, nothing was there. Some even reported hearing distant screams coming from the sea, believed to be the cries of the ship's lost crew. Visual. Fishermen on boats staring at a faint, ghostly ship on the horizon. Number 3. Mysterious deaths and investigations. In the 1980s, a team of professional divers attempted to locate the ship's wreckage. They managed to find something resembling the hull of a ship about 20 meters underwater. But as they tried to investigate further, their equipment mysteriously failed. One diver tragically lost his life under strange circumstances. His body bore no physical injuries, but his face was frozen in an expression of sheer terror. Following this incident, the investigation was called off and no one dared to return. Number 4. The Curse of the Prince. Local legend suggests that the beach is the burial site of an ancient prince. This prince betrayed and murdered by his own family. It is said to have cursed the land before his death. Anyone who disrupts the peace of this small beach shall face my wrath. Villagers believe that the Jinora sank because of this curse, and the spirits of this crew still haunt the waters around Chandy Beach. Visual. A prince in traditional attire with eerie green light and haunting shadows surrounding him. Number 5. Visitor experiences. Tourists who spent the night near the beach have reported eerie and unexplained phenomena. The sound of chains dragging across the sand. Shadowy figures moving through the fog. A strange, obsessive heaviness in the air that drove many to live in fear. Number 6. Conclusion. Chandy Beach, despite the beauty, remains a place few dare to visit after dark. Do you think these stories are true, or they are just local legends meant to scare people away? Visual. The foggy beach with ghostly whispers and chain sounds in the background. What's your opinion? Would you spend the night at Chandy Beach? Let us know in the comments. On the coast of Japan lies a seemingly idyllic spot known as Nakata Beach. From afar, it looks like a postcard-perfect destination with serene waves and golden sands. But beneath its beauty lies a dark legend that has haunted locals for decades, making even the bravest avoid setting foot there after sunset. A dark past. In the 1960s, a small fishing boat called Marukan anchored off Nakata Beach. The next day, the boat was found adrift empty when locals boarded it. They discovered bloodstains on the deck, but the crew had vanished without a trace. No remains, no survivors, and no explanations. Since then, those who visit the beach have reported hearing strange noises coming from the depths of the ocean. These sounds, described as eerie cries for help or faint human wails, grow louder at night, sending chills down the spines of those who dare to stay. The Takahashi family tragedy. In 1985, the Takahashi family decided to spend a weekend camping on Nakata Beach. They pitched their tent and planned to enjoy the tranquility of the seaside, but their peaceful night turned into a nightmare. In the middle of the night, the father stepped out of the tent to check on something and never returned. Worried, the mother and their 2 children went to look for him. Suddenly, one of the kids screamed. Standing in the darkness was a man with soaked clothes and a blank, lifeless expressions, staring directly at their tent. By morning, the mother was found alone on the beach, clutching her children's belongings and mumbling incoherently. She claimed she couldn't remember anything except hearing strange voices from the sea that seemed to lure her husband away. Local legends. The local believed Nakata Beach is cursed, haunted by the spirits of the drowned. Some say that during World War II, numerous ships sank in the area, and the restless souls of soldiers who perish now roam the beach. Others speak of mysterious creatures in the depths of the ocean dragging unsuspecting victims into the water. The documentary Crow incident in 2010, a documentary team visited Nakata Beach to investigate the eerie reputation. They set up cameras to record any strange phenomena overnight. By morning, one team member was missing. When they reviewed the footage, they saw a shadowy figure pass by one of the cameras. Moments later, the missing crew member was seen suddenly running toward the ocean and disappearing into the water. He was never found. This spine-chilling tale continues to baffle locals and investigators. Is Nakata Beach truly cursed, or are these stories the product of superstition and folklore? Would you dare spend the night on this haunted beach?